Alright, I guess we should go to Waikiki now.
Wow.
See if we can
that painting is
catch up with Annie.
Very artistic. Weird. Depending on how I look at it, I either see a chili pepper eating nachos.
That's what I see.
Or a tequila worm with a stomach disorder.
No, I see the former.
That's the nest of Aegiolus funarius, the boreal owl.
The boreal
They got
owl.
it in Mexico.
Where we still are. Alright, let's grab ourselves a ticket.
I don't have the train.
Let's get ourselves a ticket. Oh, Paris. No, let's go to Waikiki first. $315. Alright.
Waikiki, I'm coming.
Waikiki, I'm coming. So I'm assuming this will be... That looked like real life right there. Yep. And more planes to deal with. Kind of feels like Leave Shoot Larry 5 a little bit with all the travel we're doing here. Oh, I thought that was sitting on that seat there. Not the case. What we got here?
It's an instruction guide to opening doors? Assure yourself to them portals themselves have burst open before the transcending of these by them can. Yeah, makes perfect sense. That's it then, huh?
Ooh, can we get a Coca-Cola? We got the funds
cash
for
and
it.
Cash cards,
There
but I'm
you
not in
go.
the mood for a Loca right now.
Yeah, but that's why you get one now, in case you're in the mood later. It's a pro tip,
I
Zach.
shouldn't waste the little time I've got. It's a soft drink. It contains high fructose corn syrup,
HFCS.
artificial sweetener, artificial flavors, phosphoric acid, some sugar, preservatives, and lemon flavor. I think just holding it is bad for my health.
But the lemon flavor. Newspaper.
The most informative paper you can buy. I highly recommend it. And that's not just because I edited it.
It's ours. As far as I can tell, we have the only newspaper in the entire world. Swedish Sven Jorvensen surely uses his teeth instead, stuffed more than he could chew. Guzzler's gotten his muzzle jammed by a colossal cookie. That's a little hint right there, I suppose. But we went there first, so it worked out. All right, need an ashtray,
I'm not
Zach?
particularly fond of old ashtrays.
Need some flowers, Zach?
Ugh, I hate plastic.
Oh, okay. Fake flowers, Zach. All right, let's head on out.
Fine, I'll take the easy way out. For once.
What? Yeah. That's a good shot. On holiday. Hey, cabana guy.
I'm not in the mood for a conversation.
Okay.
Stop.
Which one?
No trespassing. Club members only.
I am a club member.
I am a club member.
So you are. Then please enter. No. Hang on. I will have to see your
Damn
club
it.
card first.
Other jeans.
I guess I have it in my other jeans.
Good. So you'll come back.
Yeah, I do
once
see
you
more
got it.
bones.
Will you?
Let's get these bones. No, they're not showing up. Crew only.
I should stop trying to pick up everything I see.
Should I? It's an adventure game. That's 101.
This must be the staff rec room.
Here we go. Maybe I can get his outfit or something.
This must be the...
Blend in. No? Yes, really.
It reads, club card required for entrance. Trespassers will be eaten.
Eden?
Wait, somebody added something to the bottom. We're not kidding. Eaten? Who in the world would join this club? Or be a guard?
Blend in with what I got. Still got sushi. Oh. Can I make a hat that looks like his hat?
A handsome hat made from a feather and a bird's nest.
Here we go.
Now, that's what I call creative.
Forget about the rest of the outfit and maybe we can pass.
I just put the feather in the nest. Come on.
Yeah?
Wow. Just look at that lovely club head.
I guess.
Well, hey!
Oh,
so
we-
you are one of our guests. And what a beauty of a feather
Nice.
you have attached to your hat. Have a nice day, sir.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Annie?
No, thank you.
Sleeping man, where's Annie? Annie!
Hi, Annie.
I know what she looks like.
What on earth are you doing here?
Just,
Yeah.
happened to be in the
Pay
area.
my
You know how
respects,
Now,
congratulations.
what a coincidence.
Where's your, where is that guy?
it is. Yeah, I read about your wedding. So how did you meet this Jacques?
I met him in Paris at an art show 2 months ago. A most beautiful vacation, by the way. Jacques is such a lovely, nice, courteous,
I get it, he's a great
sensitive,
guy.
Wet blanket?
polite, balanced, and special kind of guy.
Special kind of guy.
So, nothing like me, eh?
Pardon?
Oh, nothing. Go on. You were just
It's funny how everyone
soliloquizing
else
about
is
your
kinda
French
like
demigod.
Cartoonishly
How
animated, and
cute.
we're
So
our
you're
way
seriously
animated.
jealous, aren't you?
Me?
We stick
Jealous?
out more ways than one.
Don't make me laugh. I'm not at all. I mean, maybe just, you can't blame me for being a little.
Oh, and to this day, I thought you felt something towards me.
Well, yes, it's not quite like that, okay? I am. No, wait. I was hooked on you, at least a little bit. Yes, well.
He's lying over there, by the way. He prefers to enjoy the power of the blazing sun.
Blazing sun.
Wait, what? The albino vampire over there? You even sure he is French? Judging from that skin color, he could just as well be a Caponian.
Ooh, stop cracking your foul jokes,
He's
Zach.
trying to get some rays.
Too bad. What's that book you're reading?
Ah, that book. Well, it's from Jacques' private library.
Jacques
it's
again.
about the aesthetics of the French language.
Ew.
We don't want to disgrace ourselves once we're in France, do we?
A book about proper grammar.
Oh, I thought we wanted
Always
to
wanted
disgrace
one of those.
ourselves. That's what I always wanted to
I'd
do.
love to give it to you, but to begin with, I got it from Jacques as a present, and it's already the 4th time I've read it. And also, I'm not keen on lying in the sun without anything to read. Besides, Jacques is being so
Can I give her this
tight-lipped.
paper I just picked up?
Maybe I can find a replacement for the book somewhere.
Yep.
I gotta run. See you.
See you, Zach.
See ya. This place where we would not
Annie,
expect to
would
run
you
into
like
each
to
other.
read the
Yeah,
latest
see
issue
ya.
of my paper?
Oh, yes, with pleasure. Okay, so you can have my
There you
book,
go.
because improving your language a little bit wouldn't do you any harm at all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure, that's not what I'm going to be using it for.
Let's see. I was going to ask you something. Oh yeah. When are you gonna dump that French James Bond wannabe and marry me?
Zach, since I'm on my honeymoon here now, we'd better talk about that later.
Really? I didn't. All right then.
All right then.
See you later.
What?
See you, Zach.
Suntan oil.
I don't want to steal that from him.
Don't you? Why is it giving me the option to...
This only has some sort of all-natural, nasty-smelling vitamin cookies.
Vitamin
They're
cookies.
The last thing I need.
Can I swap out my petroleum jelly for the suntan lotion? Yeah, why are we so differently animated from everyone else?
Suntan lotion is mine. Whoa, there's a warning on the Vaseline I didn't notice. Do not use an excessive sun, as it could cause
He's gonna die
fatal
because of
skin
us.
inflammation.
Oh my god.
So basically, if anything happens to Jacques, my ass is toast. Or
Yeah.
his is, anyway.
Yeah. He's not gonna nose you.
I should probably keep an eye on this.
Huh?
Whoop, he just put some on. Looks like everything's okay for now. Ah!
Did you just kill a man? Holy shnikes.
Oh my god, what did I do? Annie! Annie! Oh my god, Annie!
Annie,
I mean,
okay?
sunburn is one thing, but Jacques just... My god!
That's why you should tell him to put on lots of lotion.
I'd like to help, but...
But
Oh god, there's not enough left to help!
Much later, after the funeral.
Annie ran off crying. She looks really bent out of shape. To be honest, I can't blame her.
Yeah,
Waiter
I can't
flambéed
either.
Beach of Dreams. Self-cremation suspected.
I was gonna say, yeah, you don't have to pay for a cremation now. Wow. Can't even interact with his ashes. It's just the towel. Well, there's nothing to say after well in that case. Well,
I don't think he'd be too happy if I got my sweat all over his towel.
I don't think
Although
he's
if
going to
he
be
was happy, I think I
experiencing
would
any
start taking my
emotions from here on
vacations
out.
elsewhere.
That's dark as.
If I did that, I'm sure it'd be seconds before the cabana crew showed up and threw me out.
I don't know if they didn't yell at you for whatever that just was. Oh, can I still get my jelly back though? He doesn't need it anymore.
I guess he won't need it any longer.
Oh god, that's pretty funny. / very dark. Needs a
There's no
drink
door.
after that. I don't know about you all.
At least it's neatly polished.
Well, you see, underwear from Space Quest 3 didn't disintegrate. That's true.
I wouldn't take it if you paid me.
Alcohol? After you just emoliate it? Alright. Whoa, give me the beach ball.
Somebody stole my beach ball once. It was the most traumatic, non-alien related event in my life.
Right, so now you steal theirs. They're bummed for a bit. They steal someone else's. It's the circle of ball. Smoking?
No, thank you. I don't know.
Alright. Well, can we go through his backpack now? He doesn't need this anymore.
What do you think he'd say if I just went and picked up his backpack?
Nothing? I'm dead? I'm ashes? Probably wouldn't even say that. Well, I guess we'll see Annie later. That was weird. What do you think about what I just did, Cabana guy?
I'm not in the mood for a conversation.
Alright. Fair enough. Well, so we literally just came to Waikiki to get some suntan lotion. Suntan screen? It's only 12, honestly. Probably would have gotten him one way or another, but to burn up Annie's fiance and leave. And we got a book.
Not to rush you, but the Earth's in danger and all.
Alright, jeez, Zach. Yeah, we're heading to France, so that's why we need that book, presumably, I suppose. Alright, is there anything? Seat cushion.
A bench. Perfect for those times when your plane just doesn't want to show up.
It's hiding under there.
Nothing here.
Huh. Alright. Palm tree.
Great, I'm so fond of plants.
Alright. I guess we'll get our ticket for Paris. Why don't we? Mexico, San Francisco, Patty. Alright. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go to Paris.
Yeah, let's go to Paris. Sounds good, Zach. Let's get cracking. Meanwhile, oh, there you go. Broken sword, anyone? Well, a fake mustache? Or, I hope it's a fake one, actually.
Look at that. A genuine
Bienvenue
fake
à
French mustache.
Paris. Genuine fake French mustache going in my pants. Magazines? You need a magazine?
You know, if I really wanted to check out all the top models and latest in French cuisine, I'd be here all day. Besides, I can't read French.
Fair. Need any
I'm
water?
not thirsty. Thanks for the concern, though.
La condom.
I'm sure this wonderful machine has very special tools the company uses to get it open. I'd expect no less.
From a La Condom brand
I don't
machine.
need any of those things. Besides, there's too many to decide from.
It's like the, dealing with the Quickie Mart guy and the suit Larry. 1. Alright.
Well, I've searched every cafe, bistro, patisserie, and wine bar in Paris to find Dr. Levy. Total levies found? Zilch. Of course, it's
Not
not
even a
easy finding
Eugene?
one person in a city of
Zachary?
2,125,246.5 citizens. At least I've got more in my stomach than that lousy bag of
So deal with
peanuts
that
on the
half
flight
a
over.
citizen.
But I digress. So, now I'm here, the center of it all, where all roads to Paris lead to. Dr. Levy has to be here. Oh, now that I think of it, I don't even know what he looks like. Alright, let's get this party started.
Get this party started. New entry. Save our game. Alright. Let's check out the cafe here. See if Levy's in here. Wow. You guys going to town on that fish. Yes, that guy's putting out the vibes, looking all cool and dirty. Apparently it's the pig pen of Paris. Man, didn't want to leave Paris without running into one snooty French waiter. There we go.
Bonsoir.
I'd like to work as a waiter here.
I'd like to work as a waiter here.
Applications are only accepted at the delivery door, monsieur, but we cannot allow any importunities towards our guests. Sorry.
Bonsoir. I'd like to have a table for 20 people.
Just have a look around you. There is no free table anymore.
But I've got a reservation.
And the name is?
McKracken. Zachary McKracken.
I regret to tell you that your name is not listed here.
But I definitely called you not too long ago.
Ah, yes. So it is my mistake, it seems, to have blown your name off the list, no? I regret to tell you that we have no free seats anymore.
Strictly speaking, I do not want to eat anything in this rundown restaurant.
There you go.
And I wager that not any of our guests is willing to have you eating here for sure.
Really?
Au revoir.
Fake hair?
I'm going.
This guy
Keep the
is
cold cuts warm for me.
just
s'il
housing
vous
a-
plaît.
it's probably a live
As you
fish.
wish.
Let's talk to this guy. What's this guy's story? He looks so unhappy that we pulled him away from his fish, even just for a second. Ever heard of something called a diet by chance? Yeah, you Dr. Levy?
You happen to be Dr. Levy, the neurobiologist? Ugh. Trust me, there is no way that's him. This guy's way too young. How's the lunch? Everything good? Never hear of something called a diet by chance?
Croink.
I'm selling these elegant red ties.
Yeah, Indiana Jones reference there.
I gotta go. Hang loose.
These
There
leather
was a time when
jackets.
table manners actually existed.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, big fella?
Will you please stay away with your vulgar street language? Thank you very much.
You happen to be Dr. Levy, the neurobiologist?
Ah, no! No, by no means.
Hey, bud, just got a couple of questions for you. Can I fire away?
I don't have time to waste with you. So can you please leave me alone?
Hey there, champ. Got everything under control?
I beg your pardon.
Catch you later then, buckaroo. This guy seems to pride himself on good manners.
Is that a hint right there? Buckaroo. Alright, let's talk to Vibe Guy. Pigpen. Look now.
Can I help you? What are you gazing at?
No, nothing else. Excuse me. Ah! Excuse me, I think a fly just went into my eye.
Yes, that can happen. In general, rinsing with chamomile ought to help against the edema of your eyeball.
Good to hear. Thank you very much.
That was very scientific.
Excuse me, sir. Is your name Dr. Julia Levy?
Plaît-il? Well, that is a question of looking at things. For a start, I'm somebody who has a real big problem right now. That much is certain.
A problem? What problem is that? Maybe I can help in some small way.
Well, when I left my home this evening to visit this restaurant, I forgot to bring my wallet with me. And not until the 10th course did I notice that my wallet was missing.
Can't you just start a tab? Use your American Express or something?
Oh, if only it was that easy, mon ami. Ici, the restaurant owner is known for his uncompromising attitude towards those folk who dine and dash. If you could help me, I'd be eternally grateful.
It seems everybody only wants one thing from me, and that's my money.
You lousy, sure. I'll help you.
Of course I'll help
If it
you.
means
Here's my
advancing the
cash
plot.
card.
Thanks a lot for the offer. Regretfully, though, that doesn't help me either. Well, you know, the French are a rather wayward nation, but in particular, these French traditionalists are absolutely obstinate to any technical innovation imaginable. Listen, this restaurant has been in existence since the beginning of the late Middle Ages, and over here, you would still pay with the original currency, the franc. And you bet that this place won't ever accept any modern cash cards or other plastic cards whatsoever. If you really want to help me, you will have to put the waiter out of action.
Out of action? What do you want me to kill him?
Nah, but maybe you could try remembering what you do with meat. Tenderize him.
Tenderizing? Mean rough him up a little?
Maybe he happens to be in a very good temper today for a change, and thus you may persuade him to temper justice with mercy. It's worth a try.
Okay, I'll do my
Like,
best.
I will kill him. I just killed my my friend's new husband back in Honolulu, or Waikiki. Rough him up a little.
Bonsoir.
Uh,
You're gonna wear through the wood if you keep doing
Let me
that.
show you how to do
Such
that.
impertinence! It does have to glint and gleam, since tidiness and hygiene are absolutely our first principles.
Okay, so imagine I just ate a huge expensive meal here, and then found out I couldn't pay for it. What would you do?
What I would do,
Make you
well, I just have to go and
make
chop
you
your
wash
head
some
off
dishes in the back.
and use it as a soup bowl. Or
Then I
even
broke
as a
10 dishes
timber
and they sent me
pot.
back out front to eat more food.
Why such cruelty? Have you no heart?
Love that
The
one.
human touch. How is this supposed to work? We are struggling for survival practically each freaking
day.
What's the name of this guest? I will go get a big knife. Be back in a minute.
Hang on, you've got it all wrong. That was just a rhetorical question. Yeah, just throwing something out there.
And you think I'm going to buy that story from you? Okay, I will try to explain another way. You know what happened in 1789, don't you?
1789.
Revolution.
French Revolution, right? People rising up to throw off the shackles of oppression?
Oh, for on July 14th, 1789, my great-grandfather sat in this very restaurant, serving the Marquis de Gerbignon, who referred to this aristocracy. Gerbignon thought that he would not be obliged to pay for the 5 courses he just ate. But we know if we were to allow this, no aristocrat would ever pay his bill. So, to counteract that, we decapitated the whole aristocracy with the guillotine. Later on, we got the idea explaining it as if we had wrested them from monarchy, because it was simply a more work-safe way of narrating this story in the travel guides.
Oh, and what if this
So I've
would
had it
happen
wrong
again?
this whole time.
Then lots of heads would roll.
Isn't that illegal?
How did you get that idea? Of course not.
And what if he is a regular guest in your restaurant?
No. Excusez-moi. Now let me go do my work again.
Ah, well, so...
All right.
Oh, that late already? I got...
Salut. All right. I'll be back. Find some way to get to this guy. Where else can we go around here? The only screen in Paris. Very lovely, I have to say. Gully lid. Crumbled sheet of paper. You can go with my other crumbled sheet of paper.
I shouldn't. It might self-destruct in 15 seconds.
I knew that was an Inspector Gadget reference earlier on in the game.
This stuff belongs in a garbage can.
It's massive in Germany, apparently. Well, there's a garbage can.
I'm not keen on taking a closer look.
Someone's first adventure game. Well, it's not your first adventure game, though. What's that about, Zach?
An ad for prescription-free Viagra. It's probably good they don't advertise that too often.
Bag full garbage, garbage can. A lot of false things to make you think you can click on them, but oh, look. It's a rat up there.
This is just a bad joke, right?
I don't know.
That window leads into the kitchen. I'll just take a little peek.
Interesting. Nothing creepy about that.
Great. As long as the chef's walking around, there's no way I can sneak in. Maybe something in there could help Dr. Levy. I don't think the chef will be too happy if I just barge into his kitchen, but there might be some other way to distract him or lure him outside.
How about the old cockroach in the kitchen? Cockroach in the kitchen?
Now, let's see what my little
There you
friend does
go.
next.
Bit of a no-no, I can imagine.
A cockroach in my kitchen. Salute, just wait.
That's an international cockroach. Where'd we get that cockroach? That an American cockroach? Oh well.
Yes! Coast is clear.
Yes! And head on inside.
The chef's distracted. Time to move. Hopefully the chef won't notice me. Before you get too... Great! The chef will
There
never
we
be able to
go.
break that.
What are we doing with this stool? Oh, am I trying to get the silverfish? Sure.
Aha! Standing on the stool let me reach it.
It's a good animation of him trying to open that door. And the crowbar is reacting as well. Nicely done. Alright. So we're gonna mess with them with their food somehow.
Free soup is a wonderful thing. Free soup. Beastly bouillabaisse. French fish feasts on friendly...
What are we gonna mess with the soup with? I want to I don't want to put my cockroach pal in there. Don't want to hurt our living creature. Don't want to lose sushi. that would be a nasty surprise to find in your soup. Oh, if we're talking nasty surprises, there is none more. Oh my God, we're doing
What
it.
could be more appetizing than a chamber pot full of soup?
Can't watch.
Zak's special soup, cooked just for you. Enjoy, monsieur.
That's fantastic. All right. Well, we've jumped the shark. Ew, it's boiling. All right. Probably should have let him out so people didn't realize that we messed with him. Where else to go around here? Yeah.
I'll just knock.
Should we let him out? Oh. Weird. I heard us torturing the man.
Sir, what can I do for you?
I've heard your former waiter Jacques had an accident. and I was wondering if I might be just right to replace him.
Jacques, yes, he was my most talented waiter. It is a
Wonder what
shame we
happened
had
to him.
End up like this. Well, there are surely
You don't hear him
some
knocking
references
from
you
the
can tell me
closet.
about.
References? McDonald's drive-thru. Lefty's Bar. Oh, nice. Love a Larry reference.
Sure, I used to work at Lefty's Bar all the time in college. I was very popular.
Nice.
Les appetit. Brilliant, monsieur.
Les appetit.
So please show me how to balance a tray. Will you show me how?
Oh. Oh.
How dare you take me for a fool like this? Don't you ever, ever knock on this door ever again.
Bottom-feeding reporter causes high society waiter to blow his top.
Alright, so he's busy with that. Now we can go have some fun up front.
I guess the waiter is still cleaning up.
There you go. Alright, let's do a quick save here. I don't think he'll fall for that line again. Alright, let's see. Oh, did this guy want me to get better with my talking?
Bonjour, monsieur.
There you go.
Lovely summer evening, isn't it? Would I be too forward in asking you to join me for a bottle of Chateau Brigands 96?
Oui, with pleasure. This clearly underlines your seamlessly good manners,
Well, thank you. My parents prided themselves on teaching me good manners.
as you give me the impression of having extraordinary, exquisite tastes. You may please agree on helping me with my decision.
It would be an honor. I hear the pike is extremely good. They come from the lovely Scottish lakes, so they can enjoy the company of other pikes, if you get my meaning. That long swim makes them exceptionally tender and healthful. Ergo, I recommend the Soupe de Grand Brochet.
Oh, I know so well you'd know what to recommend. What a marvelous proposal! Soupe du Grand Brochet.
Would you mind ever so much if I left now? My chauffeur is waiting to take me to a gala in Versailles. I
Is there anything
simply
weird about
cannot
that?
miss.
Yes, of course. Even though it was a bit of a pity to outwit such a well-educated conversation partner henceforth. But I am already sensing the odor of the soupe de Grand Brochet in my nostrils.
I'm going to tell the waiter about your order, and may you enjoy your
Oh, yeah.
exquisite meal. Bon appetit.
This will be
Thank you
disgusting.
very much, most amicably.
We can't just give it to him. Oh, is this where we fake mustache it up?
I think I could do much. I'm sure this'll suit me.
Instantly we become a different person.
And how does it look?
That's what the German think of the French. Here you go, buddy.
There, monsieur, your soup. Bon appetit.
Watch me put it on right in front of him. Oh my god.
Ah, oui, thank you very much.
Oh no.
I better get out of here.
I know it's not our waste, we haven't used it, but still.
Once he realizes what that bowl is, that waiter's going to be in deep merde.
Oh.
Let's see if I'm right.
Cutscene?
There is an air in the
Oh.
and what sort of plate is that? Does it happen to be a champion?
Chamber pot?
Ah, he found the hair. And now he's standing up and going to the
Yeah,
waiter.
the hair. That's the issue. Uh-oh. Well, Levy should be happy about that.
Oh, that's... what do I keep getting into?
What do I keep getting into? Oh, me. Good times. So we managed to burn someone alive. I guess it was our fault, I don't know. And we served soup in a chamber pot to someone else, and this poor waiter had to take it. Anyway, let's talk to him.
Not too bad, huh?
I've witnessed your impressive performance, Mr.
McKracken. Zachary McKracken.
What a most nifty way of solving that puzzle, Mr. McKracken. As you previously
Thank you,
guessed
thank
correctly, I actually am Dr. Julio Levy, professor of neurobiology. and botany. So if you wish to ask me some questions, I'm fully at your disposal.
What are you currently researching?
At the moment, I'm doing research on this marvelous starfish blueberry soup. I can tell you it will be a true figurehead of French cooking.
That really sounds delicious.
Point taken. That aside, I'm really happy that this fine day lacks the disagreeable component of footing the bill.
Can you explain why my tomatoes keep shriveling up this year?
Well, look, if you live in a big city, your tomatoes may lack a sufficiently rich medium.
I've just returned from an expedition in New Mexico. I was the eyewitness to a most peculiar floristic phenomenon there.
That sounds interesting indeed. Tell me more.
Well, I was looking for your fellow scientists who mysteriously disappeared, and while I was exploring a deep pit there, a giant plant suddenly shot up trying to eat me. Inside the plant's head, I found the two archaeologists, who told me where to find you.
In the past, it often happened that a plant will develop excessive growth. But this even clearly exceeds anything that has happened to date.
Exactly. It's almost as if this plant was a man-eater. Pretty gruesome.
Together with a colleague of mine, I've discovered some new approaches which will grant quick growth to plants. Back then, we experimented with a lot of different methods of biological stimulation.
Some chips.
There was our first success when we tried to talk to the plants. We found out that they will react on a clearly definable frequency and pulse range, which, by use of the Merriam vocal cords, are only reproducible in a rather inexact way, and furthermore, these sounds will range merely in lower frequency spectra anyway. Those chemical, run-of-the-mill fertilizers never did have the desired effect. They will only be of use as a long-lasting nutrition source for the plants. However, a bit later we did some research on an innovative technical development, which allowed us to influence their growth by high-frequency radiation, and eventually, we were even capable of gaining control over the plant's self-determination. Unfortunately though, our project was terminated right before the anticipated breakthrough.
Whoa, most interesting.
Well, I've done much more research on other subjects. Do you want to hear about them too?
Listen, I'd love to stay and hear more of your, enthralling stories. But right now I'm mostly interested in these giant plants. So why did your project get cancelled?
Well, that is a rather peculiar story. Some horticultural club is alleged to have attempted to bring our experiments to trial. The attorney even prohibited us from continuing our experiments henceforth. Then he confiscated our research materials and eventually forced us to cancel the project.
What happened to your colleague?
Well, the verdict hit him real hard. Nor will he ever participate in another upcoming scientific project, he insisted. He also was sure that a conspiracy was responsible for the accusations in court. Meanwhile, he is actively pursuing his hobby, which is fishing. If you want to see him about that matter, you can go and meet him in Coventry, Scotland.
Your location?
I should pay a visit to Scotland.
There we go.
There's a good chance the scientists there will have more information for me. Why did they accuse you guys?
Well, they allege that we did not provide the conditions appropriate for cultivating this type of plant. They also complain about our security concerns not being high enough. Well, as I said, they were waving the written verdict right in our faces, and when they left, they took all our research equipment from us. It was most frustrating.
Bastards.
What club was that?
I can only faintly remember its name. It was a group unknown to me before. It was called Canonical Peace or something, from a town somewhere out in Switzerland.
So,
Well, since...
and that means...
Well... Hell yeah! That accursed social system again. For years and years, I've been doing research for man's benefit. And where's my thank you now? Not even a thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'd thank you to stay on topic.
Bien sûr, I beg for your pardon.
I beg your pardon. I've got to go.
Au revoir.
You beg my pardon, I beg yours. Alright. The Simpsons are going to Scotland. I think that guy's just laid out and semi-conscious soupy Gaspar. Just dripping from that combination of soup and feces. All right. To the airport.
Yes, back to that wonderful air service. Well, where do we want to go this time?
I assume that's on our map now. Scotland, only $89. Man, it's just a little hop, relatively speaking. And look at that accurate portrayal. Almost looks like we're playing the bagpipes. Little hand icon. Let's do it.
Scotland is waiting for me.
Never got to buy a condom. These shots catch me off guard. Okay. Gold guy, 98.
These show the arrivals and departures, just like every other airport. Well, normally they would. But somebody's playing Space Invaders.
I was going to say Space Invaders on the left.
I can't change channels. Everything these days needs a remote.
What we got
No
here?
warnings. That's not very interesting for a danger seeker like me.
Danger
Of course, I
seeker.
did ignore that warning on the bottle of nail polish remover. I'd rather not talk about it.
It's okay. Sore subject. That's a pretty fountain.
I have no time for playing.
Imagine
All
if
right,
I said that.
That's it. Do you know what it's like carrying around this much junk in your pockets and
I did
keeping it
tell
all
him to put
organized?
a giant
You
marble
want that
fountain in his
thing? Put it in
pants.
your own damn pocket.
Fair enough. Fair enough, Zach. Anything over on the side? Whatever.
Off we go.
Off we go. Beautiful, serene Scottish loch.
Here we are. I hope this is the right place. The taxi driver seemed very sure of himself.
Should've gotten one of those Scottish escorts. Elsewhere, wonders.
Is there any news?
No, but there's trouble. One of our breedings has escaped.
Excuse me? How could that happen?
Obviously, someone forgot to close the door to the lavatory.
Slavic, let me speak to the king, now!
No problem.
Lorfic.
Hi, this is David Fox.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry,
Steve
Mr.
Fox.
I think he dialed the wrong number.
Hey, you seem familiar. You're that guy from my dream last night.
Eh?
Yeah, in my dream I saw you, those huge nose glasses and some strange face on Mars. And
He knew too much. I had to exterminate him.
Now give me the king!
Of course. A connection established.
Boss, can you hear me?
Zlofik, what is it this time?
Sorry, boss, but it's an emergency. I was just informed that one of our breeding objects has escaped.
Zlofik, that cannot be true. Come off it. Evacuate the greenhouse and dispatch guards immediately. And give those green weeds some more of our serum. They have to obey me, and me alone.
Of course, master. We arranged that.
Slavic.
Lorfic. Zoltan. Zoltar. Catch anything today?
Hi there.
Shh! You're about to chase away the fish!
You don't seem to catch anything anyway.
Well, basically, you even had a point here. But
We just
I'm
showed up. How do we know
afraid
that?
I have no time for long conversations today. I made a promise to my wife to catch a big fish for dinner. But as I can see, nothing wants to bite.
What do you suggest? Do you have bad technique?
Milady, you don't remember those ancient electronic TV games with the fishing rods, do you?
They were kick-ass.
Yeah, I remember those. They were kick-ass.
Hey, yeah, since I've been practicing those for several years, and your argument about the wrong technique just doesn't catch.
Could it be you're using the wrong bait?
Oh, that would even be the case. That's because
Just fly all the way to
Scotch worms are
Scotland just to tell this guy how to
extremely
fish.
hydrophobic. You'd throw them on your rod, and willy-nilly they'd just jump off your hook. Now what a cheek.
Never heard of that before. How do you get around it?
Well, I use worms made from wine gums, but obviously I'm still unable to use that as an effective bait for fish.
Maybe Nessie ate all the fish. Just slap him.
Maybe Nessie ate all the fish.
Just slap him,
Don't really
fisherman.
believe those cock and bull stories, are you?
Well, I'm gonna go
Do you
look
want
for
this
some other
fish
things
I already
around
have in
here.
my pants?
Not many, my laddie. Not many.
I could look around for more suitable bait he could use. Maybe this will make him a bit more communicative.
He said that like I just handed him the silverfish.
Hey, why not use this for bait?
Aye, sir. That looks real good. But how am I to fasten the bait to my tiny hook? Thanks, my boy.
Face
But
looks
that'll take a
familiar.
hook. This mission will
I'm trying to think of
surely
what
fail.
game.
Here, my laddie. My fishing rod. Here you are. Please see to it that you can find me a bigger hook. I'm gonna wait until you return, aye?
I think it's the same person doing all the voices in this game. Alright, there we go. Fishing rod with it. Well, I mean, it just looks like a giant worm, but we have a hook right here. Can we, like, fashion the
I
hook?
sharpened the coat hook. Now it has an extremely sharp point.
There you go.
Okay, I'll remove the small hook
And we get a
and
bigger
replace
hook.
it with the coat hook I found at Stanislav's.
Alright. What do you think of this?
Looks like I've got a bigger hook now.
Yeah, that's real good, chap. Off you go.
Nice. It's a nice shot.
Well, old chap, you wouldn't have reckoned such a handsome kind of fish, would you?
Wow.
Ta much, because without you, the result would have been zilch. You can barely imagine the stink my missy would have kicked otherwise.
I do what I can.
After all these years, I would have given up the thought to actually finding any fish here ever. But alas, I forgot to bring my cooler.
Ew. From the looks of it, this is well beyond the expiration date.
Yeah, I really gotta look sharp. But there's a little time left for me spinning some sailor's yarn if you wish.
Well, something's been bothering me. Your accent isn't like the others, and you don't look like a typical fisherman. It's all a little fishy to me.
Congratulations for those good ears of yours. Look, I feel I can trust you. So yes, Switzerland is where I come from. And that whole thing is a disguise. Because you can never be too cautious these days.
Tell me more.
Why the getup? Who'd be interested in you?
All of them
Say it like
are
that.
observing us. There's cameras installed everywhere you look. Most difficult or impossible to discover. Sometimes the cameras are disguised as ordinary security cameras, but everything they record is transmitted to them.
And who's meant by they?
They refers to the horticultural club who forced us to axe our research in Switzerland at once. While it's not just your run-of-the-mill club whatsoever, there's something huge behind it, something insanely huge. And the only thing I don't know is, what exactly?
Sounds quite dangerous to me.
You can bet your life on that, so I strongly advise you to always keep in mind, whatever you do, they can know more than you think they know.
So I wasn't just paranoid. They really are watching me. I'll definitely need to keep my eyes peeled.
Oh yes, they are everywhere. Good old Julio chap, how's he doing?
Fine, I guess. He's ordering highfalutin stuff like starfish, blueberry ragu, and more there.
That old footy has always known how to spell savoir vivre.
He told me about your experiments and how some shady club shut you down. Can you tell me anything else?
So you're very likely to know about our research project. We did observation and research into cases of sudden, unnaturally strong plant growth. Shortly before our breakthrough, that particular horticultural club came in, and speaking of which, what was its name? Canonical Peace was the
Canonical
name. Those
Peace.
guys were reported to be meddling with the Swiss government, and even had the Swiss army behind them. When the court slapped us with a restraining order to axe our research, accusing us of species inappropriate plant housing, the army invaded our greenhouse and declared it a military exclusion zone.
So much for that infamous Swiss neutrality.
Eventually, they conveyed both our entire research material and results to that horticultural club, with the intention that it would take
Probably
care
another secret
of the
cult.
reconciliation of our experimental plants.
Species inappropriate plant housing? Might as well throw anybody who owns a plant in jail. You know what grounds they accused you on?
Got a chuck back
the
home.
Suspicious arose in me that this dubious organization has done research on similar phenomenons before we did. That's why they wanted to have us out of the way. The thought they only wanted to get the Nobel Prize before us is most absurd, though.
But instead,
Just imagine what a man could do if he had the power to control the plant growth. He could easily control the botanical market of the entire world.
Yes, that would be a horrible situation, wouldn't it?
Without any doubt.
Contrived, but
whoever
yeah, I
had such a
suppose.
power would be able to produce magnificent plants in just one day, easily flooding every market. That could be a disastrous thing.
Could,
Because who
or it could be
knows if
fine.
Plants cultivated this way will be able to ever reach the quality of the ordinary ones. Just use your imagination and think about plants aging faster. That is, you would buy a rubber tree, and by the end of the week, it would be dead. Confidence in plants would be shaken big time. No one would ever buy plants again, and we would end up living in a world without any indoor plants. What a horrible thought.
Cats would
World
be super
population
bummed.
says goodbye to LO. Sounds pretty ridiculous. But couldn't this same technology be used to ruin fields? If this somebody made whole areas in
Yeah, let's focus on
they
that.
could corner the market and make billions.
No, that sounds completely preposterous.
Like the plot of Goldfinger and
So what did they do with your papers?
Well, they
View
occupied
to a
our
Kill?
entire greenhouse. I was there again once, but I was unable to get any closer anymore because the whole area is securely fenced and heavily guarded.
What would they need so much security for?
Most probably they've simply taken their own creations there, and P3800MS just want to use our results in order to bring theirs to perfection.
So I guess the only way to stop this insanity is to take a closer look. In Zurich.
So be fair warned, if you intend to walk around the security zone, it's vital for you to wear an effective disguise, because in there, everything is well guarded, and if you just stand out from the crowd a bit, you never know. Maybe you'd become Audrey's next dinner.
Whose dinner?
Audrey, she's a carnivore plant of a yet unknown species, P5500MS. I brought her with me many years ago from an expedition in the Mexican territory. She was the first plant to be responsive to our experiments, which led to her strict aversion to insects. She wants a more exquisite food now, you know?
Ugh. I don't want to think about that. Thanks for the advice, though. I'll try to come up with a good disguise.
good disguise.
Okay, I think I have to
I feel
run.
like some of the
Take
stuff on our
land,
pants are going to be
laddie, and
going
make
toward
sure
that.
To keep a stiff upper lip, eh?
Always.
Well, let's go over the plan. If I'm going to Zurich, I'll have to have a good disguise.
Yeah.
Disguise. Maybe a mask. Yes, good idea. But where to get one? Hey, this might be crazy, but what if I disguise myself as the king?
Thought that was the idea. Alright. Well, let's do a save in case we need to come back here. Back in Scotland.
And where are we going to fly this time?
Yeah, let's head back to San Francisco.
Finally, I can go back to home sweet home San Francisco.
Yeah, we'll stop in at, what was that guy's name? Svet... Stanislav, that was his name. Stanislav. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video, and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.